So, back again, day number two. Um, Obviously, so what I'm planning to do is, um, doing a diary blog type thing, where I make a video every day, and just talk about my day, how I'm feeling, and what's going on in general. Um, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I'm only doing it because I think it's actually good for me. And if anyone else wants to watch it, then obviously, hopefully it helps them out. So um, day two on Zoloft. So yesterday was kind of a bit of a blur actually, um, but last night was tough. So I felt pretty down most of the day yesterday, until probably around about maybe 7 o'clock, or maybe later. Could have been 8. I can't remember. No, it would have been later actually. It would probably have been about 8 o'clock. I got home from work and I felt alright for a couple of hours, maybe 2 hours, and I went to go to sleep. I couldn't sleep. I'm normally pretty good when I go to sleep, so normally I don't have a problem going to sleep. It's usually staying asleep that's my issue. I wake up, I come into every hour, really restless sleeper. I always have been, even when I'm drunk, which is sometimes why I drink, is because I drink so I can get to sleep and just try and sleep through, but it still didn't work. It didn't matter how drunk I was, I'd still wake up. I'd just wake up throughout the night. So last night was actually pretty bad. I couldn't sleep at all. So I was pretty much laid in bed most of the night. I maybe got 3 hours sleep. So yeah, whether that's something to do with the medication, I don't know. Maybe it does, because normally I'm alright, but I don't know. So hopefully I can sleep tonight. I don't know. Other things I've been feeling is that I've noticed that I have anxious spells. Maybe it might only last like 20 minutes, half an hour, where I get really anxious. Not about nothing. I just get anxious. Yeah. So that happens maybe once or twice in the day. I've been down the last 48 hours pretty bad, except for last night, which maybe 2 hours where I felt okay. I feel alright at the moment. I've been down. Today's been pretty tough. I haven't had a good day. I've been feeling pretty down, and like 2 hours ago I was having really negative thoughts. I won't elaborate on them, but I actually feel alright now. But it's kind of like a bit of a pattern again, whereas I feel alright for a few hours, and then I'm probably going to have another restless night and not get much sleep again. When I woke up this morning, I felt really crap. Like, I also felt tired because I hadn't slept properly, or I hadn't slept a lot, and but I just felt not like horrible, like really like the weight of the world was on me. I just felt, so I don't know. I'll see how we go tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of reading, which is pretty much what I did last night, about depression, bipolar, medications and stuff like that. I've been reading a lot of forums as well, which has been pretty good. But for me personally, I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder probably 20 years ago. I was also diagnosed with depression, long-term depression. I've always suffered from depression from as far as I can remember. But my diagnosis was like 20 years ago, and I don't know, I could be wrong here, but I don't know if there was much known about bipolar back then. But I definitely think, I'm not an expert, but I definitely think that there's a misdiagnosis, because everything I've been reading about bipolar type 2, I pretty much tick all the boxes. My manic episodes that I have aren't that extreme, and they're pretty short, but when I do have them, I tend to, they talk about delusions of grandeur and stuff like that, and for me it's more like about, I have these plans to do these stupid shit that are completely unrealistic, and that's not going to happen. Like going out and getting a job that's completely not I can't do. That's just an example, but my manic periods are usually with I do reckless behaviour. I do stuff that's just really reckless, and without thinking of the consequences, and usually they're self-destructive, stuff like that. My depression stages are usually I'm more depressed than I am manic. I think they call it hypomanic, where it's not like a extreme manic. It's a milder manic, but it's enough to, for me anyway, it's enough to get me into trouble, where I go and do stuff that it's completely fucking gets myself into a lot of trouble. My depression tends to be a little bit more prolonged and a bit more severe. When I get depressed, it gets pretty bad. I don't tend to do irrational things. I tend to just isolate myself, move away, which I am at the moment. At the moment I don't want to be around anyone. I just want to be by myself, which is probably not the best idea, but it's just what I want at the moment. I just need to be alone and try and get my head right and work out what the fuck I'm doing. I'm thinking all these things at the moment. I'm thinking about quitting my job and walking out. I'm thinking of I don't know. And I know if I do that, then I can't pay my rent, can't pay my bills, and then I just put myself in a big fucking hole, and I'll end up on the street, or I have had thoughts of taking drugs, smoking weed, cocaine, whatever. I haven't done it, but I have had thoughts about it. Again, I do that, and if I did it, I'd end up just doing something completely fucking irrational and stupid, and end up hurting myself or end up in jail. Again, that's a manic thing that I'd do. I wouldn't do it so much when I'm depressed. It's more when I'm feeling okay. What else? There's a lot that I wanted to talk about, but I can't really think of it now. I'm sort of in a bit of a. I feel alright, but I'm in a bit of a steady sort of thing where I just want to chill out. It's been really hot here. I'm in Sydney, Australia. I don't know if I mentioned that in my first video, but I'm in Sydney, Australia, and it's summer here right now, so it's really hot. Which obviously that frustrates people and makes people irritable, but I've noticed I'm being a little bit more frustrated at people, especially people, I don't know what it is, but people just getting close to me at the moment. When I say close, as in standing near me, it just irritates me at the moment. I don't know why, but I just really want to just be alone. I don't want to be around anyone at the moment. So day 2 has been pretty average, to be honest. I'm guessing obviously the side effects of the Zoloft playing a part. I have been on Zoloft before, so I do know sort of what to expect. But I kind of think that was a while ago. That was over 10 years ago. So I kind of think that things have changed a little bit for me. I think that I just think things. It seems different. I've been through, I guess I just call them meltdowns before, severe meltdowns where something drastic happens. I've been through it before, and I sort of know what it's like and what to expect, but this is different. It kind of feels like it's the ultimate, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I don't know, it's like the calm before the storm or something. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Anyway, day 2, pretty average. Prozac, not Prozac, Zoloft. Obviously I've had the anxiety, and I've had sweating a lot. Obviously, I know it's been hot, but I'm sweating more than I normally would anyway. So I think the sweating is something cool. So sweating, a couple of anxiety attacks, restless. And that's it. Hopefully I'll sleep tonight. I'm just going to chill out, watch a movie. I think it's kind of weird. My brain's sort of really slowed down at the moment, but I know in about an hour I'll be going fast forward, thinking about all sorts of shit. Okay, well I'm going to finish it here. that's day 2. Yeah. So there we go. All right. Bye.